at the very beginning. What is Encanvas?
Encanvas is a technology platform that in many ways is defined by its goals. What we're looking to do is to enable businesses to design, deploy, and operate their business models. It focuses on data. The focus also is on simplicity and on doing things in a very achievable way.
We hear about codeless, code light. What is Encanvas? How do you describe it?
The aim of Encanvas is to enable people to do things very quickly and very simply. Having said that, it is in no way restrictive. So one need no coding. It is codeless if that is one's role. But then if the need arises for a very specific thing that can only be achieved through the flexibility of coding, that capability is built in through plugins to the platform. A canvas is the basic building block of an app that is hosted on the Encanvas app fabric. And it contains all of the logic that is needed to orchestrate the business process. So it can interact with data and do all of these things that one might need to do through the app fabric.
And why is that different to technologies that have gone before it?
It's authored in a codeless manner, codeless environment. Code can be brought in if we need to for very specific functionality. However, the aim of a canvas and the authoring process is to be quick, reliable, and straightforward, without in any way limiting its flexibility or its power. The canvas is just the business logic, the purest expression of what this function needs to do.
Now, you could have built this type of platform, I guess, 100 different ways. Why did you, as an architect, decide that a canvas was an important structure to have within the platform?
The canvas represents a very neat nugget, as it were, a very neat core kernel. So within a canvas, there are sections. So you can move through sections, and of course you can pass information between canvases. But fundamentally, it's not quite like a slide in a spreadsheet, but it's similar. You do want to be able to break this big app fabric up into smaller components, and these small components are canvases. Then, of course, this means that a canvas is very neatly reusable. So if we have a canvas that we've put together for one app fabric, we can then very easily use that for another app fabric, customize it, and change it as is needed for redeployment in another location.
Can you tell me about the modules of Encanvas? Encanvas Cloud Client is the single cockpit for developers. It has a wide range of tools, probably the most important of which is Encanvas Create. This is the module that developers use to create applications for the app fabric. Information Flow Designer is the tool that administrators use to, in a drag and drop methodology, create and specify information flows within the data sources of an app fabric, but then also from external data sources or to external data sources. Developers can use Information Flow Designer for a number of tasks. For instance, they can use it to upload data into the platform. They can use it to orchestrate machine-to-machine data transfers. Or they can use it to author automation workflows, things like emails and approval processes. Encanvas Cloud Manager is the tool that administrators use to configure and run the Encanvas Cloud. So this can be many app fabrics side by side, and the entire interface is designed and built to make it as easy, quick, and as simple as possible to maintain the platform. Administrators use configuration rather than scripting. So everything is through the UI, there's no config files to ever be edited, it's all just so very nice and easy. The App Fabric is the overarching platform that enables businesses to publish and manage applications developed using Encanvas Create and introduces governance across the data. Encanvas Secure Spaces is an underpinning technology that allows businesses to host many private clouds side by side. This brings flexibility and security and enables the governance of data.
And as a user, who owns the intellectual property that's created when building an application using a canvas within this architecture?
It's 100% the author of the canvas. The app fabric and everything that goes on behind it is incredibly clever and doing a huge amount of stuff. However, the IP involved in a particular canvas and its authorship is 100% resting with the person who put that canvas together and designed it and built it.
So it's quite like a spreadsheet with Excel.
Yes, that's exactly right. The spreadsheet application is providing a huge amount of functionality, and the spreadsheet then is a particular user's configuration and use of this technology. The spreadsheet belongs to the user.
What are the Lego bricks in this architecture?
We would begin with design elements. So these are the visual components that we place onto a canvas, and we link them together to give the canvas functionality and to provide flow to the application. Then there are also components on the data side where we link the data components to these visual components and thereby produce this fully featured, fully interactive, fully functional, data-driven component. They vary significantly, from the very small, very frequently used, such as a label where you display text, all the way through to very, very big components such as the GIS engine or reporting, these sorts of things. So it really does span the spectrum. And then, of course, within the canvas, the different links that each element can do varies according to what that element is and what function it's serving.